irreversible do not form new substances. Chemical change, irreversible, forms new substances. Chemical changes occur when matter interacts with heat, light, electricity, or two or more different kinds of matter interact. Thermal decomposition is when a substance is broken down into two or more substances by heat. An example is copper carbonate. Through thermal decomposition, in the presence of heat, becomes copper oxide and carbon dioxide. I'm not sure how to phrase chemical equations. Oh my gosh. Oxidation. A substance reacts with oxygen. This occurs in rusting, combustion, and respiration. Combustion. Combinations of a substance with oxygen in the presence of heat. One or more substances may be produced. An example would be petrol plus oxygen in the presence of heat equals carbon dioxide and water. Cellular respiration. Cells take in oxygen to release energy from glucose. Glucose plus oxygen. Oh my, I didn't finish notes on this. Oh my gosh. Equals carbon. Uh, be right back. Ah, carbon dioxide plus water. All right, we're back. Photosynthesis. Green plants chlorophyll make food in the presence of sunlight. Notice that you write chlor. Oh, I again. No category for which. Whoops. Okay. Uh. Okay. Green plants chlorophyll. Yeah, you're supposed to write chlorophyll instead of chloroplast to make food in the presence of sunlight. What? Yeah, this is just basically P3 stuff. Carbon dioxide plus water in the presence of light energy and chlorophyll equals to glucose plus oxygen. X-ray. Silver bromide in the presence of light equals to silver and bromine. Bromide, I don't know. Electrolysis. Decomposition of substances with the passage of an electric current. Water in the presence of an electric current or electricity equals hydrogen plus oxygen. Electroplating. A substance is coated with a metal with the passage of an electric current. This prevents rust, which is a form of oxidation. Now let's move on to acids and alkalis. Acids below pH 7. Alkali above pH 7. pH stands for potential hydrogen. Yeah, I just found that out. Okay. Combinations between acid and metals. Dilute acid plus metal equals to salt plus hydrogen. A salt is a generic term. And for example, hydrochloric acid plus magnesium, you get magnesium chloride because magnesium plus the chloric acid, plus hydrogen. Now, how do you test for hydrogen gas? You use a lighted splint. Hydrogen gas will extinguish the splint with a boop sound. I don't know, pop sound. I tried to make a pop sound, but it didn't work. Okay, acid plus carbonate. Dilute acid plus carbonate equals to salt and water plus carbon dioxide. Example would be hydrochloric acid plus magnesium carbonate equals magnesium chloride plus water plus carbon dioxide. To test for carbon dioxide, use lime water. Lime water will form a white precipitate. Basically, your in normal terms, in everyday language, it will turn chalky. Like when your water looks like there's something in it that's white. Uh, yeah. Anyway, it will form a white precipitate if bubbled with carbon dioxide. Okay, now neutralization, which is acid plus alkali, which will equal to salt and water. So hydrochloric acid plus sodium hydroxide is sodium chloride plus water. Now, how do you test pH? Indicators. One indicator is litmus paper. There are two types of litmus paper, red and blue. Now, in red litmus paper, if dipped in acid, it will remain red, and if dipped in alkali, it will turn blue. If dipped in a neutral solution, it will remain red. For blue litmus paper, if dipped in acid, it will turn red. In alkali, it will remain blue, and if in a neutral, it will remain blue. Universal indicator, which is your, you know, green thing. Right? So a pH scale is from 0 to 14, which 0 is the most acidic and 14 the most alkaline. Now 7 in the middle is a neutral pH, like pure water. Okay, movement of atoms in chemical reactions. Mass of products is the same of mass of reactants, and the atoms of reactants. Why did I write reactants twice? Reactants, atoms of reactants rearrange to form new products. Example: one sulfur atom plus two oxygen atoms, which is one oxygen molecule, would equal to one sulfur dioxide molecule. I can't do anything with this because I don't have, you know, graphics. What I can't even do anything with it, bruh. Okay, okay. Well, that's done. Now, chapter 9 revision. Forces plus energy. All right. Friction, a contact force, which is two materials rubbing against each other. Elastic force, a contact force, which is elastic materials stretch or compress. I have a rubber band here somewhere. Let me just try and find it. It's gone. No. No, wait, really? It's gone? Oh my gosh, I lost it. Okay. Whoopsie daisy. Is it? No, it's not. Oh, wait. Oh, it's here. I found it. Okay. Elastic force, when stretched or compressed, will return to its original form. Okay. Gravitational force, a non contact force this time, which attracts two objects or the object and the ground together. Objects exerted do not have weight, which is measured in the SI of force, which is Newton or N. Weight, which is force, gravitational, measured in newtons, and 600 newtons on Earth and 100 newtons on the moon. I wrote the diagram wrongly. Oh my gosh. Okay, mass, matter, measured in kilograms, 60 kg on Earth, and you're still 60 kg on the moon. Magnetic force, non contact force, and is the force exerted between a magnet and a magnetic material. Unfortunately, I do not have access to magnets with me at the moment. Only as gravitational force. Okay. Your magnetic materials are the iron, cobalt, nickel, and steel. And magnets have north and south poles, as you all may know from your primary four education. Unlike poles attract and like repel, it's basic science. Come on. Okay. Pressure, measured in Pascal or PA, is an effect of a force and dependent on the amount of force applied and area of contact. Pascal is Newton over meter square. Thus, a smaller area will exert a higher pressure. Transfer of energy, which is also known as work done. It is measured in joules, same as energy. Work done equals Newton times meter, which is force times distance. The conditions for work done to have taken place is a force is applied, the object moves, the object moves in the same direction as the force. Yeah, goofy, I know. Oh, oh, we're done. Hooray! Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Um. Yeah. Why not? Why not? Yeah. Okay. Human reproductive system. Let's go. Reproduction in humans is one of the characteristics of living things. Humans can only reproduce sexually. Some lower order livings can also reproduce asexually. Sexual reproduction involves two parents, one male and one female. Humans can only reproduce when puberty is reached. The sex cells in humans share the same characteristics as the other organisms. Sperm that are small and mobile, and eggs that contain food. Oh, I actually okay. I didn't revise this part. Hmm. Okay, what is puberty? It is the transition between the juvenile state and the mature reproductive state. Look at these. Wait, are they playing Wii? Oh my gosh, let's go. They're playing Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And this occurs when both primary and secondary sex characteristics develop. Fertility is achieved, and yeah. Okay, what causes these changes? Is increased production of sex hormones by sex organs, testosterone in males and estrogen in females. Who? Okay, Mr. Tan, science teacher, who pronounces estrogen and testosterone? I would like to know. Okay, this will bring about a physical and emotional changes in the two genders. When does it start? Apparently, in girls it starts at 10 to 12 and boys at 12 to 14. Fair enough. I mean, because like boys are naturally immature. Okay, what are the physical changes in boys? Rapid growth in height. Very funny. It's the 164 cm. Okay, body mass. All right. Increased secretions from oil and sweat glands. Fair. Okay, production of sex cells. The testes start to produce sperms and increased production of testosterone. Growth of hair, pubic, body, facial. Okay, physical changes in boys: broader shoulders, development of a more muscular body, and enlarging and thickening of voice box, causing voice to break and develop into deeper voice. Do I really need to revise this now? Ah, yes, enlargement. Okay, physical changes in girls: rapid growth in height and body mass. Same thing with the boys, but instead production of sex cells called from the ovaries, which are the mature ova, or eggs. Okay, so basically increased production of estrogen and growth of hair. Same thing. Okay, physical changes. Hips grow wider and rounder, more deposition of fats under the skin, give a more rounded contour. Is this really necessary though? Like to revise? Because like I mean, you know, I believe the scientific process is more uh, important than physical process. I have no idea what this is. They never say it. Okay, it's the start of menstruation and enlargement. Okay, Mr. Tan, where the stuff? I can't see a thing. Okay, oh, It's just blank. Okay. Okay, emotional changes. Do I really need to memorize this? It's not in the textbook, but it's not in the textbook. Oh well. Okay. Emotional changes. Experience moodiness, concern. How their bodies look. Oh, or feel awkward or embarrassed. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. Become more emotional and react to situations more intensely. Uh, okay. Typically try to gain more independence. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Male reproductive system. Finally, science. Actual science. Okay. Production of the sperm delivery of sperm to reproductive tract of a female. Okay. What? Okay. This is advanced beyond biology. Okay. Parts of the male reproductive system. Urinary bladder. Okay, the sperm duct, sex glands, the urethra, coiled tube, scrotum, and testis. All right. There's a side diagram. Coiled tube. There's spaghetti that goes up and over and looping back. Okay. Okay. Testes. Responsible for the production of sperm cells and testosterone. Boom. Okay. There's two testes, except for Adolf. Hll. Okay. Consists of 1,000 tubules and manufactured. Do we really need to memorize this though? Store the sperm cells from puberty onwards. And this is so small. Just saying. Okay. Okay. Scrotum. The bag or sac that holds the testis outside the body, where it can be kept cool. Basically, it protects it. Not doesn't do a great job. So okay. So basically, it's just protective coat to keep it cold. Okay. Coiled tube. What is this anyway? Oh, whoops. La-di-da. Okay, coiled tube. Place where the sperm cells are stored and matured. Long tube coiled against testes. Sperm take 18 hours to mature. Okay, long sperm duct. Long tube that transports sperm cells from coiled tube to urethra. Sex glands release fluids containing nutrients. Alkaline? Alkaline. So it has a higher pH. Oh wait, be right back. And we're back. Okay. 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 So since they're alkaline, if we put an acid, as we've said earlier, it can be neutralized. Okay. Probably the alkaline nature of the fluid is to create a condition where the the sperm are supposed to, stay alive. Okay. The mixture of sperms and fluids released by the sex glands forms the semen. Semen leaves the pee through the urethra. Okay. What is semen? Consider the sperm and fluid by sex glands. Normal volume is up to 5 ml. Contains about approximately 50 to 600 million sperms. Low sperm count, typically 35 to 50 million. This is considered infertility. Interesting. Are you sure it's 5 milliliters? I don't know. How much is 5 milliliters anyway? Yeah, so it's normally alkaline. It's pH of 7.2, 7.5. Oh, it's not that far from a neutral pH. Huh. All right. A healthy adult normally produces about 2 billion sperm a day. What? This is much more than this. Urethra. Tube that carries the sperm and urine. Oh, so it's the same. Oh, all right. Okay, at different times. Okay, so it carries the urine from the bladder and sperms from the sperm gland. Okay, so I mean makes sense. Okay, penis. The organ that ejects and deposits the sperm in the vagina during, you know, contains erectile tissues. Okay, sperm. Male sex cell produced in testes. 0.01 millimeters to 0.05 millimeters. And it's only visible under a microscope. They look like these tadpole things. It consists of a head, body, and a tail. It has a large nucleus which contains 23. Oh, I might need to memorize this. Okay. It has 23 chromosomes. I see. Okay, it has a tail to help it to move by lashing about like wires. Okay. Okay. Ejaculation is the forcible expulsion of the semen by the contraction of muscle at the base of the penis. This helps the delivery of semen to the vagina, and for a short time before, during, and after, reflex actions keep the outlet of the urinary bladder closed. Okay, so basically, this means that you can't pee. Safety feature, alright? I pray. Okay, yeah, so basically, this prevents urine from entering the urethra and mixing with the semen. That would be very unhealthy for the baby that is about to be born. He's gonna be yellow, yellow. Okay, female reproductive system this time. Okay, this responsibility of the female body for sexual reproduction is considerably greater than that of the male. Of course, the male is just there for like 2 minutes. Then she has to do it for 9 months. Okay, so the female reproductive system manufactures eggs and is equipped to receive sperm from the male, provides an environment that conduces to fertilization, and nourishes the developing baby before and after. Alright, okay, the parts. The fallopian tube. Okay, the preferred term is oviduct, uh, uterus, ovary, cervix, and vagina, which is also called the birth canal. But my science teacher said the vagina is the preferred term. Okay, ovary, responsible for the production of eggs or ova and estrogen. Okay, each ovary contains about 200,000 tiny immature eggs, which are present at the time of birth. So that means it's there already. Huh. So like Immature. Okay, so the eggs. Okay, for example. All right. Okay, so when the baby is inside the womb, then the egg literally just duplicates. I mean, technically, yes. My brain is not yet equipped enough to understand mitosis. Okay, ovary. Two ovaries in the female body, lower part of the abdomen, about 4 cm long, 2 cm wide. All right. Okay, the oviduct or the fallopian tube carries the mature egg to the uterus through the rippling movement of the muscular wall of the oviducts. Okay, I think I need to memorize this. Okay, rippling movement of the muscular wall. Okay. This is also the site of fertilization. Okay, this is probably going to be a multiple choice question. Yeah, I was like, where does fertilizing takes? The correct answer is oviduct, not uterus or the womb. Okay, oviduct, fallopian tube. Oh, it's the same thing. Okay, a tube about 10 cm long with a funnel-like opening. Where? Finger-like projections at the end that sweep the egg into the tube. How would I know? The walls contract rhythmically to produce routine movements, which basically, like your gullet, it basically just pushes the thing. Uterus, site where the fetus develops during pregnancy. It thickens with blood during ovulation, the preparation for receiving a fertilized egg, not an unfertilized egg, okay? It, it has thick and elastic walls of muscles, stretches during pregnancy. If fertilization does not occur, this lining breaks down in menstruation. Oh, okay. Cervix, ring of muscle that contracts and seals off uterus from the external environment. Okay. It relaxes and widens during childbirth for the baby to come out of the mother's womb. But it's still difficult. Okay. It's a narrow neck of the uterus. Okay. Vagina, place where the sperms are deposited during, you know, coitus. Yeah. See, Big Bang Theory, best. Okay. Passage for penetration during coitus. Out of blood during menstruation. And also the exit of the baby in normal childbirth, not C-section childbirth. This is also what is called the birth canal. Egg, ova. The female sex cell produced by one of the ovaries, once a month. It has a ball-like structure. It's surrounded by a layer of jelly, basically your cell membrane, I guess. Or maybe it's the thing that the sperm has to dig through, I guess. Okay, it consists of a nucleus filled with 23 chromosomes. So 23 plus 23 equals 46 chromosomes. Huh. It's stored food in the cytoplasm. Alright. Larger than sperm, 0.1 mm in diameter. So it's like, oh, so it's like the size of a full stop. Like, not this one, but like a written one. Can move by itself, which is why, uh, where is it? The aqueduct pushes it. Alright, makes sense. Okay, textbook and workbook. Okay, ovulation, fertilization. Ovulation is a release of a mature egg to ovary to fallopian tube. Okay, fertilization, fusion of the nuclei of a sperm and an egg. Okay, for fertilization to occur, sperm must be deposited in the vagina within a few days before or a day or two after ovulation. This occurs in the oviduct. Yeah, as you covered. The nuclei of the egg and sperm unite to bring back the complete set of chromosomes, which is your 46 chromosomes. Whoa. Okay, fertilized egg. the zygote. Okay, still within the oviduct, cell division takes place eventually from a ball of cells called the embryo. Okay, so there are two different things: uh, ovum, zygote, embryo. Okay, human life begins at fertilization. So if you ever decide to kill, note that fertilization is when a life takes place. Okay. Okay, fertilization. Yeah, yeah, spermatozoids in the vaginal during coitus travel out the uterus to oviduct, fertilized egg released by ovary. Uterine lining ready to receive fertilized egg. It looks so weird. Uh, gives me goosebumps. Okay, embryo slash fertilized egg is transported along oviduct to uterus by means of rippling movement of muscular wall. In approximately 1 week, embryo implants itself in the thickened wall of the uterus. How many cells left? So much. Okay, menstruation ceases during pregnancy. Implantation. Fertilized egg, zygote, divides between to form embryo, which moves into the uterus and becomes embedded in the uterine lining. Okay. Workbook. Okay. Menstruation. Menstruation is a monthly discharge of blood, broken uterus lining, and disintegrated egg from the uterus. Menstruation accompanies a woman's childbearing years. Okay. It begins between the ages of 9. Oh wow, that's really painful for a kid at puberty. Okay. Most often season between ages of 45 and 60 at menopause. Okay. Menstruation lasts for around 65 days, marks the beginning of the menstrual cycle. Menstrual cycle is the process that prepares a woman for pregnancy. It prepares uterus to receive a fertilized egg, and in most women, the menstrual cycle is about 28 days long. It can vary considerably even from 1 month to another. The length of a cycle is from the first day of menstruation to the day before the next one begins. Cycle is initiated by hormones in the blood that stimulate the ovaries. It's not necessarily estrogen, but hormones. Every 28 days, a mature egg will be released from the ovaries. If the egg is fertilized, the woman becomes pregnant. If the egg is not fertilized by sperm in a day or two, it will die and disintegrate, and menstruation occurs. The menstruation cycle. Okay, day 1 to 50, menstruation. Oh, that looks so weird. Okay, okay. Apparent thickening of the uterine lining. Ovulation period. Continual thickening of the uterine lining. It looks so weird. I don't look at it. Oh. Okay. Uh, okay. Menstruation. The first day of menstruation marks the first day of the menstrual cycle. Discharge of blood, broken uterine lining. It looks less broken when it is. Oh, I don't feel so good. Just look at it. Okay, repair. Okay, 6. Okay, I need to repair some days. So every 5 days, and then 4 days, and then another 5 days. Okay, thickens itself. Okay, ovulation, ovulation, not period. 16 to 28. It will be thickened. If not fertilized, it will become dead. Okay, okay. Textbook. Ah, we're done. Finally. Yes.